The Calgary man who killed two Calgary sex workers 14 years apart was sentenced to life in prison today. Christopher Ward Dunlop was convicted of first-degree murder in the stabbing death of a woman in a Calgary park 3 years after he was released from prison for killing another woman in the same park. As Terry Fikowski reports, the mother of the first victim believes her daughter's killer should never have been out on jail in the first place.
I wanted to be here to see justice served.
16 years after her daughter was found dead in a Calgary park, the man who killed her, Christopher Dunlop, was sentenced to life in prison for killing another woman on Monday. On February 15, 2023, 58-year-old Judy Mars, a mother and grandmother, was captured on video leaving her apartment and traveling to Forest Lawn, where it's believed 51-year-old Dunlop picked her up for sex. The next morning, her body was found stabbed more than 70 times and lit on fire in Deerfoot Athletic Park. The killing came 3 years after Dunlop served roughly half of a 13-year sentence for manslaughter for strangling Laura Ferlin at the same park and dumping her body in Fish Creek Park in 2009.
He should never have gotten out that much time off for time served. You want to commit a crime, come to Canada. If he had served his full sentence, this lady might still be alive today.
First-degree murder comes with an automatic life sentence in Canada with no chance of parole for 25 years, making Dunlop around 74 years old when he'll be eligible to apply for parole. In sentencing, Justin Colin Feasby said he struggled to put into words something that appropriately expresses the heinous nature of this crime and addressed Dunlop saying, "I don't know how you make peace with yourself, but you're going to have a long time to do that." Both victims worked in the sex trade, and advocates say their deaths reflect how these workers are especially vulnerable to violence.
Perpetrators like this target sex workers specifically because they assume they aren't important or they don't matter. They assume that law enforcement won't put extra effort into solving it.
Dunlop didn't show emotion in court and declined to speak. Catherine Ferlin is hopeful it's the last she'll hear of him.
I'm just glad this is over. I can put this behind me. But I made a promise to myself that I was going to advocate for my daughter till the end. And this is the end.
Terry joins us from the court center tonight. Terry, Dunlop was also given 5 years for causing an indignity to Mars's body.
Tara, that is a maximum sentence for that conviction in Canada and will be served concurrently, which means that Dunlop will serve those 5 years at the same time that he's serving his sentence for murder. And while it doesn't change the parole eligibility, the Crown says that Judy Mars was deprived of her dignity in death and that this sentence, the additional sentence, will be reflected in his records. Tara, Dunlop's lawyers say that it is too early to say whether or not he will appeal his conviction.
Okay, Terry Fikowski at the courthouse. Terry, thank you.